The best-selling console of all time, the reason so many of us fell in love with gaming, and most importantly, my whole childhood is in this console right here, the PlayStation 2. I've had this thing for almost 20 years now, and honestly it's been through a lot. It's been dropped, knocked over, even rage quitted on, and yet it still reads discs perfectly fine. The only thing that's finally given up on me is the freaking battery. After 20 years, the internal clock battery has finally died. But yeah, every save game I have now on the memory cards can't be overwritten, cause they're literally time capsules. The oldest save game I have, I'm pretty sure, is from GTA Liberty City Stories from 2006. But you know what? We're not here for the clock. We're here for the freaking games. And oh boy, not only did the PS2 deliver, it freaking ate and didn't leave any crumbs. I mean, there's a reason this thing is the console with the most sales. So, today, we're diving deep into why this console is still amazing, and we'll talk about the controller, the games, its multimedia capabilities, backwards compatibility, its rising value, and how it was my main gaming console during the pandemic era. Buckle up, we're going back to the early 2000s. Let's start with one of the most important parts of any console, the controller. The PS2's DualShock 2 is, in my opinion, one of the best controllers ever made. It didn't reinvent the wheel, but it perfected it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It had pressure-sensitive buttons, which meant games like Gran Turismo 4 or GTA San Andreas could actually tell the difference between a gentle press and a full-on smash of the X button. But besides that, it was the same as any DualShock PlayStation 1 controller, and there isn't any issue with that. Plus, you could always use your PS1 controller with a PS2, which is something we don't see nowadays, but yeah, this controller design was so freaking iconic that even the PS3 used it, which is a testament to how incredible this controller is even in 2025. One of the biggest reasons why the PS2 was such a success was its backwards compatibility. Sony knew that millions of gamers already had a PlayStation 1, so allowing these games to run on the PS2 made the transition seamless. And to be completely honest with you, I wish I knew this when I was younger, cause I only found out about this like 8 years ago. But nonetheless, having the ability to natively play your last gen games on the current gen console? Sign me up! Having so many options straight out of the box, without any updates or any paid services, really makes that timeline have a magical feeling. I have no clue how to explain this. Everything just immediately worked back then, with no questions. This was the first time a PlayStation console let you bring your old games forward, and it made upgrading a no-brainer. It's kind of crazy how modern consoles don't always get this right. The PlayStation 5 only supports PlayStation 4 games, meanwhile the PS2 had a near flawless PS1 library ready to go from day one. But here's the thing, the PS2 wasn't just a gaming machine. It was also one of the cheapest DVD players on the market at the time. And back in the early 2000s, that was a huge deal. DVD players were still expensive, and the PS2 gave you a way to watch movies without spending extra cash on a standalone player. For a lot of families, this was their first DVD player. I know mine sure was. Watching Shrek or old WWE shows on this thing? Man, it was absolute cinema. I used the out of the DVD feature, and even today from now and then, if I wanna watch something on my old trusty CRT, I know the PS2 is the way to go. And unlike the Xbox, you don't need to buy an adapter to use the DVD function, you can straight up just use your PS2 controller. And yes, I'm aware that they did sell the PlayStation 2 remotes. But it didn't stop at movies. The PS2 could play CDs, meaning it doubled as a music player, pop in a Talking Heads or an Eminem CD, and suddenly your PS2 became your own personal jukebox. The idea of a gaming console doing all of this felt so futuristic at the time. And even today, it's a great way to use your PS2 as a dedicated media device. Fast forward to today, and we take multimedia features for granted. Every console has streaming apps, Blu-ray, and digital downloads. but back then, the PS2 felt like the ultimate entertainment machine. In general, the PlayStation 2 had an insane amount of peripherals. You want golfing? You got it. You want shooting on the screen with a fake pistol? Yep, it's here. Oh, and we have Wii at home. But I think the most important one was the Wi-Fi and HDD adapter, which lets you go online and even install Linux on the system. Now I have no idea why you'd wanna do that, and if you mod it, the possibilities are legit endless. It's honestly just incredible how much this console is capable of. It also supported save transfers between the PSP and the PS2, which was pretty mind-blowing at the time. Now, let's talk about the real reason the PS2 is so legendary: the games. With over 4,000 titles released, you know this thing ate and left no crumbs. I'm not even gonna talk about the most goated games that everyone knows, I'm just gonna mention the ones that really made me appreciate the PS2. GTA 3, WWE SVR 07, Hitman 2, Canis Canem, Tekken, but I have to stop at one point. I originally bought the GTA Trilogy collection for the PS2 and I still regret throwing away the cardboard box holding. What have I got? Anyway, GTA 3 always felt different to me, for silly reasons. I liked the unique blue-colored money and the way Claude had a specific animation when he hit a wall. Back then, little things like that made the game feel special to me, and I even preferred it over Vice City and San Andreas, which obviously isn't the case anymore. That said, I had a ton of fun with GTA 3, especially with its chaotic wanted level system. If you managed to survive a 6-star wanted level for more than 10 minutes, you were either cheating or just ridiculously lucky. Some missions took me literal years to complete, like Espresso to Go, but I kept coming back to it and I even managed to complete it. Now though, I definitely prefer GTA San Andreas. It fixed so many of GTA 3's issues while adding a ton of improvements to the engine. Then there was WWE SVR 07. I've talked about this game in my Xbox 360 video, and man, this game really is great no matter the platform you play it on. This game probably still has the greatest soundtrack of any wrestling game ever since. Everything is just so well made, from the gameplay to the funniest commentary lines and the legendary season mode. I can literally play this game forever. Yeah, this game is a freaking banger and it's really cheap as well, so if you ever find it anywhere, pick it up, you're not gonna regret it. Hitman 2. Silent Assassin was the first game I played in the Hitman series, and I really loved the atmosphere it created, especially with its epic orchestral soundtrack composed by the legendary Jesper Kid. It's not the best Hitman game on the PS2, but it's definitely serviceable. I mean, those missions in Japan will give you brain damage, but overall, all 3 Hitman games on the PS2 are great. I just have the most memories with Silent Assassin, probably because it was the hardest one. And it also came with a really cool manual that gives lore for all the destinations, which is a nice touch. Also, it runs like really bad, but yeah, aesthetics I guess. And then there's Canis Canem Edit, also known as Bully. A Rockstar game where you weren't a criminal but a mischievous student in a chaotic school? Absolute freaking gold. Rockstar really cooked with this one. The soundtrack is so freaking bone-chilling, and the freaking bass, man, oh my god. This game is really freaking huge and I'm really close to finishing it. I just never had the time to come back to it. But yeah, really entertaining and satisfying to play. Both Tekken 4 and Tekken 5 are great games. The gameplay in Tekken 5 is obviously better, but the vibes of Tekken 4 are still talked about to this day. It was the first game in the series to introduce unique mechanics that never returned, like the uneven stage levels, and it had this eerie, almost unsettling atmosphere. The characters looked surprisingly realistic, and not everyone was abusing steroids like in Tekken 8. It didn't feel like an anime fighting game, it felt like a dark, gritty brawler game with classic Tekken gameplay. I can sit for hundreds of hours talking about all the amazing games that the PS2 has, but yeah, these are the ones that I really enjoyed playing as a kid, and they're not all, but yeah. The PlayStation 2 isn't just a console. It's a time machine. It's a reminder of a simpler time, a testament to durability, and proof that great games never get old. Even after 2 decades, it still holds up. So here's to the PS2. The console that defined a generation, survived my clumsy hands, and is still going strong in 2025. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe, and we're also really close to reaching 300 subscribers, and I really can't thank everyone enough for the support they have given me. Thank you so much for watching.